So welcome back to my channel. Make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, my lighting is terrible, but I'm gonna try to get through this story like super quick. Okay, so dating childhood actor Orlando Brown.
Huh?
Where do I even start? So I was out in LA. Shout out to Seat Fillers and More, because that is where we actually started seat filling, and that is how we ended up going to the BET Awards every year, me and my best friend. I still have receipts, so you know, if people try to get a little crazy, I will be dropping them. So we met in LA when I was out there for the BET Awards. This had to be around like 2014, 2015. So we're at the BET Awards, and if you've ever been to the BET Awards and sat in the crowd, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like when you walk out, you just run into everybody. Like unless they are somebody and they literally go through VIP or something, you're walking out into the crowd talking to everybody. So we get outside the BET Awards. It's over. You know, Beyonce just performed. It was like literally amazing. And I run into Orlando Brown. And at first I'm like, nah, this is not Orlando Brown. Like, why is he in the middle of like the crowd? And I look at him, he look at me, and I'm like, okay, that can't like be Orlando Brown. So he says something to me, like, I guess he seen me looking, like trying to check out and see who he was, and he was like, what's up? He says, what's up? And I'm like, hey, what's up? And he's like, yeah, like, so how long are you gonna be out here? Like, what are you guys doing for the night? Because we drove from Vegas. So we drove, like, every year we would fly into Vegas, stay. We both had family there. Like, that's where my best friend stayed. And we would just drive to LA. So he's like, yeah, how long are you guys gonna be out here? Like, what are you guys doing? And we like, you know, we just chilling. Like, we're actually gonna drive back to Vegas. So he's like, okay, cool. Like, before you go, like, let's chill, let's do something. I'm like, cool. I'm like, so why are you out here? You know, I'm thinking he's gonna go out through the back like all the other celebrities. And he's like, oh, I just finished filming Straight Outta Compton. Now, I've never, still to this day, seen Straight Outta Compton. So if someone wants to let me know, was Orlando Brown actually in Straight Outta Compton? Because the story was that he was in Straight Outta Compton. He was in LA to film it, and I guess Ice Cube cut him out of the part, or like he didn't get like a long part in it. That's like that's the story that I got. So I'm like, okay, cool, you're in Straight Outta Compton, like that's cool. So I don't know if we hung out that night or like if the next day we drove back to LA. What I remember about like going out with him and stuff like that is that, now I don't know if we dated for 3 days. I can't remember if we dated for a month. Like, I honestly have no idea. I just know it ended like very quickly. So what I remember is like I didn't realize like what he was doing. He played the, you know, we went out to lunch or whatever, and he's like, oh, you know, I gotta make sure like you're down for me, so like I want you to pay for everything, and like, cause you know, like women, you know, just use me for my money, so I want to make sure like you're down for me. And I'm like, okay, cool, like we can go to lunch, I'll pay for it, like that's really not a big deal. So we went out to I forgot what restaurant we were at, but like he didn't want my best friend there, so they kind of walked off and did something. We were like holding hands in the street, and like we went in, got something quick, I paid for it, no problem. And then obviously I went back to Michigan, I went back home, we stayed in contact. I still have the email and all the exchanges like in my email from like Orlando and I. So it got to the point where he was like, okay, you know, I was in college, like I was or applying to college, or a freshman in college. Like, I literally cannot remember. All I remember is, like, he was like, okay, so I want you to move to LA. He wanted me to move to LA, and he was not willing to help me pay for anything. He didn't even like send me apartments, like anything. He just wanted me to literally move to LA, pay for everything. I'm guessing a place for him and I to live, or maybe just me. Like, I don't know if he was just like, I have no clue. But I was young and I was like, you know, I really can't afford to move to LA. I was like straight out of high school, didn't like really have any real sense of what I actually want to do for a living. And obviously I didn't make as much money as him. So he was like, yeah, you know, like, we're gonna get married, we're gonna be together, like, I want you to have my daughter. And at the time, I didn't want kids at all. Back then, I was like, I don't want any kids, like, right now, and I really don't know you. So I'm not gonna move to LA and not be able to afford anything, and just like on a wing and a prayer that we're gonna be together. And then shit got crazy. Now, back then, he wasn't like acting how he is now. Like, you know, he wasn't like with this whole like Illuminati stuff and like saying crazy stuff. So he got to the point where he got like really frustrated, and he's like, you know, like, I don't know who you think you are. And first of all, like, the first thing I asked him, probably because I was insecure, but mainly because I really wanted to know, was like, did you take, you know, Raven's virginity? Because that was like a big like thing back in the day, like a rumor going around and things like that. And he told me yes. He told me that he did take her virginity. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't think I wanted to know. Why did I ask? It's stupid though. I don't even speak Spanish, I speak Italian. So shit got crazy. He went smooth off on me. He didn't like that I said, you know, I didn't want to have his daughter right now, and that I didn't want to get married. Y'all, this man went smooth the fuck off on me. I'm talking like, he was like, who do you think you are? You're not Rihanna. I know Rihanna. You're not Beyonce. I know Beyonce. And I was like,
really, nigga?
First of all, I never compare myself to other women. I think women are beautiful in their own way, and I have nothing to do with the next bitch. I honestly don't. And I was like, I never compared myself to Rihanna. I never said that I knew Rihanna. Never compared myself to the Queen Beyonce. Like, he was going off. Like, who do you think you fucking are? Last thing that I have in my email is like some SpongeBob song that he sent me years ago that he had just did, and just a couple emails. We never did anything sexually. We never hooked up. It kind of ended when he was just like looking for me to pay for everything, and looking like wanting me to like make drastic steps after a week or two of meeting and move out to LA. I personally never want to move out to LA. Love LA. It's definitely a vibe, but I definitely don't see myself moving to LA. But yeah, like, if you guys want to hear more stories, because you know I got crazy stories. Like, the next story is about this Detroit Lions player that he's no longer on the team, but he is a freaking weirdo. Like, I cannot wait to tell that story. So yeah, I dated Orlando Brown for a minute. I don't remember how long, and that was just my experience with him. Like, he was kind up until he wasn't kind. Like, the going off on me, you know, comparing me to Rihanna and Beyonce, like, I don't know how that started, but he was, I don't know if he was trying to like make a fool out of me, or really trying to see like the type of person that I was. Yeah, I paid for the dinner, I paid for the car rental, I paid to get back and forth to LA. Like, never financially did anything because he wanted me to prove that I was like down for him. He said that women plays him for his money all the time. And at the time, he actually said that he had just bought his mom a house and that he lived in Beverly Hills. Don't know how true that is, but you guys let me know if he was actually in Straight Outta Compton. And if I remember something, then I will make a part 2. And if I learn how to insert freaking screen recordings, I will let you guys listen to the SpongeBob song. Or maybe I'll actually post it on my Instagram. So make sure you like, comment, share, subscribe. I just wanted to get this little video out there of dating Orlando Brown. And you guys let me know if you want a part 2, because I'm gonna remember some shit for y'all, okay? Like, comment, share, subscribe.
Really, nigga?
All right, like, comment, share, subscribe. Until next time, guys. Peace.